With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run on first down. Drummond. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets to second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's brought in by Dodson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. On the ground, Richard. And some space here. Past the 20. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Wentz hands to Adams, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Ravens' 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, please. Check that.
Now Wentz to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. But now it's third and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Josh Doxson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. On 2nd and 9, Murray looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray again, 2nd and 10. This one caught by Ridley. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Drummond. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
At the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Richard. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to find Dorsett. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go!
From the gun, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first and 10, here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
First down, Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Murray again. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 8-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Philadelphia.
Here we go. 120! You. Here, 5-7. Hey, exit. 52.
Wentz now on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On second down, Richard. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Wentz on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Murray. And Diggs has it. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
This is Richard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Check Mike 21. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. This is the tight end, Njoku. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Throwing on third and long. Murray. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Richard, 78 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
You know, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw again on second down. Murray, he's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Murray is going to let this go. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Richard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On third and long, it's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
On first down, Drummond. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards. From the gun, Murray. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz will find his running back here, Richard. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. And the Bills have now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray with a third and long. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Cooper was the target there. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Wentz to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Working from the gun, Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Murray now on first down. Murray fighting, lost the football. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun on third down, Murray. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing his Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 20. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Shotgun now from Murray. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On the return, here's Agnew. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Quick slant there gets him the 1st down, 6 yards on the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Richard. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard will be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
From the gun, it's Wentz. James has it. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Devin White able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Wentz. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Yannick Ngakoue make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to go up top, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
They'll keep it on the ground. Drummond. He's at the 50. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Come on, QB, come on.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were buoyed